need a new friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to me.
Hey guys, it's Whitney and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be decluttering and organizing a few areas in my kitchen using Dollar Tree items. I'm really excited to share these organization hacks with you all, so if you enjoy these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up. And we are just going to start out by organizing under my kitchen sink. So here is a little overview of under my sink. You guys can see it is just a mess under here. It is not functioning at all. Things are constantly falling out at me every time I open this cabinet, and it is just impossible to utilize this space when everything is just mumble jumbled in here. So my goal for under the sink is to make this as functional as I can while also making it affordable, because there is nothing worse than spending a ton of money on a space when you really don't need to. The Dollar Tree has tons of great items for organization, so that is why I am primarily using Dollar Tree items in today's video. So I am going to start by taking everything out of this cabinet, and you guys will see a stain from a water leak that I had a few months ago. It won't come up, but that is why it is brown and yucky looking under there. And then I am going to wipe it clean with some Fabuloso water mixture. So now I'm going to go through the products that were under the sink. I had tons of things that really didn't need to be under here. I had a shower cleaner and some carpet powders and some other miscellaneous items that really didn't need to be taking up space under here. So I am going to shift through and go through all of these items and figure out what I'm going to be keeping under the sink and what I'm going to be putting somewhere else. So now I'm going to be taking a Dollar Tree bin and I'm going to fill it with products that I use but not often enough that they need to be towards the front of the cabinet. So this is going to include my cooktop cleaners, my oven cleaners, some stain and carpet remover, and things of that sort. I'm going to put them all into this bin and put them towards the back of the cabinet.
Till you came, I was breathless when we first met.
Now I am going to be putting some cabinet liner in here as well, just to hide that yucky stain that I have in here, and also act as a protectant for the future if we ever did get another leak. Now they do have this exact same liner at Dollar Tree, but I already had some of this on hand, so I'm just going to use what I have. I would suggest getting 2 rolls of the Dollar Tree cabinet liner if you do choose to do that, and that way it will cover your entire cabinet space. So now I'm going to take another bin and I'm going to fill this one with items that I use more often than the other ones, but still not every day. So this is my stainless steel cleaner, a wood cleaner, and some magic erasers and things of that sort. That way they're still easily accessible, but again, not taking up space right in the front of the cabinet.
When you kiss me, I can't believe that I am yours and you are mine.
And here I'm going to be taking out this tension rod that I have in here that I usually hang sprays on. Now, you guys always comment on how awesome of a hack this is, and I do agree, but I would say to get the thicker tension rod if you can, because the thin one, I feel like you can't really hold a whole lot without it falling down. At least for me, I don't know if I just can't get it tight enough. But I did have this really awesome idea of putting the trash bag roll on here, and that way that is taking some more space off of the bottom of the cabinet. I did have a hard time getting the rod through, but I did end up taking a few trash bags out of the middle and it ended up working perfectly fine that way. And then you'll see on the other side, I put the cleaners that I use every day, which is my multi-purpose cleaner and my vinegar water. And here I'm going to be taking this little wire basket. This is also a Dollar Tree item. I love these. They're so cute and have so many different ways that you can use them. I highly recommend these, but I am going to be filling this one up with some extra sponges and miscellaneous sink items that I had and just keeping them all together. I'm also going to be taking this little cereal container. I got this from the Dollar Tree last year, but I'm pretty sure they still have the same exact thing. And I am actually going to be putting my dish detergent pods in here. Now you could totally use the original packaging if you wanted to. You could just take the sticker off, but I really did not like the green lid to it. I know, super dumb, but I had this random cereal container that wasn't being used for anything, so I thought that this would be a great idea. Now this little hack I saw from somebody else. This is not my idea, but I loved it so much I had to use it, and it is using one of these little wire baskets and command hooks to make a little hanging basket that you would buy already put together for like $8, and you're only spending $2. So I love this little hack. It was so easy to do, and I think it looks really tidy and clean. I am going to be using it to store my bottle brush and my little scrubber brush and any sponges that I'm not using all of the time. And this hack I actually saw from the same person, but she used a command hook and a little binder clip to hang up her gloves, and I thought this was so clever and awesome, so I decided to incorporate that as well. So here's that little before shot for you guys again so you can see the full transformation. I am obsessed with how this turned out. This is probably my favorite project in this video. Even my husband complimented me. I just love how minimal it is but still functional, and that was my ultimate goal for this space, and I am just super satisfied with it. Let me show you what a good time looks like. So moving on, I am going to be organizing my Tupperware cabinet. I don't know if you guys have this issue, but this cabinet gives me such anxiety. I feel like no matter what I do, no organization method is working for me. I still find that lids and things are falling at me whenever I open this cabinet. So my goal was to find a solution to make this cabinet more functional, but to be honest, I was not satisfied with the outcome. I think it'll work for the time being, but again, I just wasn't in love with what I did. So I'm gonna start by taking everything out of this cabinet and wiping it clean, and then you will just see me kind of organizing and figuring out where I want to put things and where I think they'll be the most functional, and just making sure that everything has a place.
Don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better.
I ended up putting all of my baking dishes that I don't use a whole lot underneath of the shelf, and the ones that I use often above it. And then I do sort all of my Tupperware by size. I have all round Tupperware, so it makes it really easy to do that. And then I did get this bin again from Dollar Tree, and I'm using that to store all of my lids, because that is the biggest issue that I have in this cabinet, is the lids are just falling everywhere. So I'm hoping that this will resolve the issue, but we will see. I was also thinking about maybe getting some hooks to hang up my measuring cups, but I'm not really sure. So if you guys have any organization tips for a Tupperware and baking cabinet, please let me know. I would love to hear them and how you organize your Tupperware cabinet.
Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into.
So now I'm going to be moving into the pantry, and I'm just going to show you guys a little overview here to see what I'm working with today. I really just needed to reorganize it, but I also ended up getting these bins from one of my really good friends. She didn't want them anymore, so I took them off of her hands. So I am going to start out by rinsing them out in the sink and drying them. That way they are nice and clean for when I go to use them later on. begin to take out all of the snacks that I plan on putting into the bins and laying them out in front of me so I can really see what I want to put into each bin. And then I have this big bin that you see here, and this is where our Pop-Tarts live. We are a Pop-Tart family. I always buy them in bulk, so I like to keep them all in one area. And I do end up putting all of our chips in there as well and just making this look more tidy.
My glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't.
And here you will see I have these little Z-bars that I had in this little acrylic container, and I decided to combine those with the chewy bars and put them into this little Dollar Tree wire basket. Again, I love this little basket. I need to go back to the Dollar Tree and buy like 100 of these because I had so many ideas to use them with, and I just think they look really cute while still being functional, and I just love the way that all of the bars looked in here. And then I am going to use this little extra wire basket that I had originally picked up for under my sink, but I didn't end up using. And this is where our fruit snacks are going to live. Now, usually this would not be functional because I get the big box of fruit snacks and they would not all fit in here. But for the time being, I did decide to put them in there. And then you'll just kind of see me moving snacks around and putting things into certain containers and just making sure every snack had its own place.
You're the reason why we're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all.
Here, I tried to shove all of the veggie straws into this little bin, but they didn't end up all fitting, so I took the extra ones and put them into Ziploc baggies and put them into my purse for whenever we're out and about and my kids get hungry. So now I'm going to be utilizing the rest of the bins for my pastas. Now, I am somebody that uses 3 different pastas, and that is it. Rotini, penne, and spaghetti noodles. Those are my go-to, and I always buy a lot at one time, so I have tons of boxes of the same pasta in here. So I thought it would be a really great idea to combine them all into one big bin, and that way I'm also saving space.
Do you know I'm looking, and I can't help but smile? Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just...
So now I'm going to begin to place things back in here and organize and kind of tidying up everything and making sure everything has a place. And while I was doing this, I still was not happy with how things were looking. So I did grab a bin that was housing some of my kids' crafting items, but I figured I could always get a bin for those later on. And this bin is from Target. I believe it was like $6.99 or something like that. And I decided to fill this with my miscellaneous baking items and pancake mixes and things like that. And then the other white bin that you see here is a Dollar Tree bin, and this is where I'm putting our mac and cheese and rice and instant rices, and all of those things are going to go in here. And then that little tiny white basket that is also from Dollar Tree, I am going to be putting all of our oatmeal in here. And I just feel like having stuff in a bin just makes it look so much more organized, and I ended up really loving the turnout of this. I do plan on getting a few more bins from the Dollar Tree just to really fill the pantry and make sure everything has a place, but I am in love with how it turned out. It looks so much more clean and organized than it did before.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
And here is a little before and after of the pantry as well. And this is actually where I'm going to end today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some organization, motivation, and some ideas to do in your kitchen. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and I will see you all in my next one.
Ever.